Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get first crack at it today. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Ducks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Stewart.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Indiana's offense will go to work for the first time.
Key narration volume set to 100.
Okay, ready? Gonna run it. It's Hemby. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He's got the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying to set up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch. This coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hemby. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Fierce and pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got the quick pass. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dillon Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David. So that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with landing and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Mendoza.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
The give to the tailback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hit. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give on the counter. Creates a little space. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power.
Fires into traffic. Picked off.
How do you not get excited and how do you see when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore to the air. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This should be the last play of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The play action fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with the completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
He's got it. 1st down and more. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the big throw. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. wants to go up top. Got it in the middle with Stewart. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the inside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still on his feet. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Ducks line it up with a first. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pushes for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. And the Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love that play call defensively because it's third and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it. So why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
He's got it near midfield. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's the handoff. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got the screen set up. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Runs through a tackle. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Now the toss. He's in open space downfield. Oh, he's got some space. A 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Great job by the back on the option. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. grab behind the line. It's more. Oh, out of space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And on the opening drive of the second half, we've made adjustments. Sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wilson to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. They just keep firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. That's caught. It's Benson. And he's still running after the move. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Ducks have it with a first and 10. Moore will throw. Here's a heat. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to...
I think I just realized I was muted the whole time. How are we doing, chat? I am so dumb for realizing that 39 minutes into the stream, we are getting our shit stomped in this game. My God almighty. 27-7 is wild, but we've been getting curb stomped this whole game. The crowd pulse have been stopping us. We've just been getting flattened on the ground here. Ooh, Sarah, thank you. Kind of needed that badly. Turn on the Jets. Let's go. Finally a touchdown on the boards. This is our second of the game. We got to bring in Grant Wilson because Mendoza, our starter, was actually getting pretty tired this game. So that's a quick response. 1 play, 86 yards for a touchdown for the Hoosiers. And now 13-point game. So it's not over yet, but it's going to take a miracle. We're fighting to keep this record, honestly. It's just shaky as hell. Lock in your boys. We're in 27. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, you're kidding me. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Brian Moore just roasted us on a deep shot. Get him! Makai Hughes get that much wrong? Someone tell me. Just doesn't make sense, dude. Play underneath. Get him down now. Come on. Start fucking around with this. Get him. It's depressing because you know you're in range to make the tackle, and when you think you're like 2 or 3 yards ahead, you get a little trigger happy and press the button too early. That's what I've been doing, Jet. It's not working. Ducks about to score here. Yeah, by bouncing off like 3 tackles. Okay. Touchdown, Oregon. Really? They're going for 2 in this spot? Well, I guess I get the logic, but why? You're up by like 28. Don't get greedy. Yeah, they're up by like 19 for God's sake. I know it's to go 3 scores, but still, you don't want to get ahead of yourself in this spot. Kick it away, though. I'm gonna lock the hell in here. Run it. It's up to the 19-yard line. Can you play some solid offense here, please? EB Jr. handoff. Juke left. Like that. Out 5 yards. Lee BB. I need to get some strikes going, dude. To Sarrett or somebody. Yeah, they're just not gonna guard Sarrett at all. That is perfect for us. Little underthrown. That's gonna be a 50. He's gonna get in. He made it gritty in the end zone. That's my boy right there. Elijah Sarrett. The D-bomb touchdown. And that makes it a 12-point game. I think what I need to do is just start going for 2 every possession. Because that's the only way I'm probably going to get back in this game before being realistic here. 41-33. 1 play. God. It's just all going to come down to if the defensive dogs can show up and make a play. And judging by how we're playing so far, I just don't see it, dude. I really don't. Show that blitz. Watch for the short pass. Nice, come on. Mendoza actually had a solid game, but just he was getting really hurt, so we're basically running a risk on him for wear and tear. Check down. Don't push him forward. Nice stop. Yeah, for those just joining the stream, it's CFB 26 launch night. And I might, so that's what we're playing. Watch him on the sack. He's gonna watch that linebacker. All curl flats. Yeah, sit down, buddy. 4 down and 5. It's the first time our defense has made a stop all game. So that is absolutely massive. Kick us away. Need a big return here. It's not necessarily the big return I was wanting, but sure. You know, PA dagger. Oh, deep shot. Morris. Morris has been our Heisman hopeful this entire season. Ooh. Better get a little aggressive with that one. But incomplete. Kingston Lopa on the deflection. Oh, God. Stadium Pulse is back. Morris sideline ball. Got him on the drag. That toe drag swag from Tyler Morris. What's his route, man? What's his go-to in that spot? Let's go BB on the ground. Energy's back in the stadium. But good news rush. Fucking. Ooh, that's a deep shot. Wide open. I'm sorry, what? How'd you miss him? He was wide open for you, wasn't he? I don't know. That could be crazy. 3rd and 10. Really need a collision here. Remove the sticks. Got it. Oh, dude. I really needed that. Gotta go for it, chat. Got nothing to lose. Just game on the line, basically, because we need this here. Got him on the sideline. What a catch. What a freaking catch. That is a clutch catch. That was so... I believe that was Cooper Jr. just climbing the ladder to make that catch. That was incredible. QB Jr. on the handoff. It's going nowhere, isn't it? Bear Alexander bruised ribs will return soon. The injury update. Good for Cooper Jr. The offensive line's selling me, dude. Yeah, this offensive line's selling the house at the moment. Oh no, that was Morris who made the catch on the last play, on the last fourth down. Really need it here. Oh Jesus. Bear Alexander's hurt again. Get that man out of the game. We got to kick a long field goal.
It's fourth down and they'll try the field goal. This whole place
ah, shit. Defensive stop goes to nothing. That's sad. Where's that dead? Nice, way to stop the line, boys. Second and 12. Aiden Fisher there on the stop with a swarm of Hoosiers behind him. I'm ready for them to just pass deep. Nice stop. Good hit. Benson's hurt. Looks like that's his leg, dude. He could be down. Come on, defense. This should be huge. Stop the QB contain, because we need to stop him running. Just gonna get another completion, dude. Still have another quarter, but the depression or the confidence is at an all-time low unless somebody can make a play. Really need to make a stop. Get him. Why are we letting him get 6 yards on the ground for pop here? No, Whittington should not be doing that. Just make your plays. Stick to them. Come on now. Let's go. Nice hit. Good stop. 3rd and 3. 48 seconds in the third. Gotta make a play. It's that stupid stick concept, dude. Get him. It's just depressing every freaking time. This game's gonna feel so good if we somehow get to come back. But for now, it's just being annoying. Slightly annoying here. Handoff on the ground. Nice hit. Kai Hughes has just been killing us, dude. 21-36 in this game alone. Really need to lock in. Lock in, lock it down. So scramble. Frick, dude. It's not what we need. Okay, we need to throw that QB container on now because we need to stop him doing that. Okay, that's going to be the last play. Presentation of this game looks nice, though. I will give props for that. More just log Kenyon Sadiq and Evan Stewart. Them in his main targets.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second.
Let's lock in here, boys, please.
The give to the back. So close to that.
First and goal, dude.
And moving the ball methodically down the field.
Nice hit, boys. Way to make a stop. Come on. Lamar had 8 sacks last game. He's not having a dime today. This Ducks line has just kept him in check. God, that screen pass is a killer, dude. Dante Moore, another touchdown for Oregon. We had 21-40 game. Comeback is still in the cards, but it's just going to take a miracle, and the defense is not holding what I thought they would do. So I think we may just take the L here. Damn. Yeah, it don't look good out here, I'll tell you what. It's just not looking good, man. Not looking good out here. 21-40. It's just this crowd pulse, man. It's just... The energy at Oregon's been crazy all game long. I was trying to say it earlier before I was muted, but while I was idiotically muted. 3 touchdowns in 7 minutes, bro, is top 3. Okay, that's just disrespectful, but to be honest, it's deserved. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm playing on 8-minute quarters. It can happen for sure. Lock in. I'm trying to, man. I'm trying. Get it. Oh, my freaking God, dude. Bear Alexander. Oregon's just not holding this guy. Dude, game's over. Put in your backups, Oregon. Come on now. He's gotten injured like 3 times this game. Because Oregon's... Alright, this game's over. That was just hot gold. You know what, chat? I'm just going to super send this. I'm tired of playing Oregon. My defense is not stopping a nosebleed, dude. I'm sorry. This is going to be the first loss of the season, but hey, it's okay.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
I can't stop Oregon, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm sorry, guys. See if I score any more. Even in the Civ, I could even score more, and that's depressing. Well, there's our first loss of the season. Funny that I started 5-0 off stream, and now my first game on stream is a loss. Oh, God, that better not be a bad omen. I have a feeling it is, though. I basically have recruiting on auto because for now I don't really want to deal with it. So we're kind of just running as we go here. All right, week 7, what we got? Or week 8, what we got, I guess. That was a rough game. Yeah, recruiting's just on auto for now. I'm not really worried about it. Still 17th rank in the nation. That's not bad. Farrell, how did he get Defensive Player of the Week? 9 TFLs? Oh, wait, I guess he had 1 interception. But... I was not proud of how that game went. Okay, the Big Ten must be ass and sin because there's no way share at 1 Player of the Week on that. I'm just saying. B versus Michigan State. Oh, this should be cake, dude. They're 2-4. This should be easy. If I lose to Michigan State, I'm done. I'm kidding. I'm not actually quitting that, really, but you know what I mean. It's just that feeling of hopelessness if you can't beat a simple team. But here we go. Let's lock in. Let's go. Win. All right, let's go. Let's go, Hoosiers. Michigan State versus Indiana. Battle of the Big Ten. Let's rumble. Kick off for the Spartans. Let's do it. I love the dynamic lining. I think it looks good. Run out to about the 19-ish. All right, okay. Michigan State 47. 50-19 in this rivalry alone. That's wild. Here we go. We're at home, though. New game. Let's lock in. We'll stay. You're tight end in the middle. Screen out, Henby. Oh, that's a nice play. I saw you rip off 26 yards on the first play. Well played. 1st and 10. Good old max protect going. Good old Henby block action. Oh, Jesus. What am I throwing, for the love of God? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, chat. Let's just pretend that never happened. My Jesus. If I lose to Michigan State, I'm going to cry. Fisher, get him. Don't roll around on the ground, you wuss. Just let Aiden Childs run for 8 yards. What are we doing here? I almost called him a puss. My bad. Didn't mean to get that crazy on stream. Get him. Nice, boys. Come on. Stop. I didn't see who's visiting this game in terms of our recruits, but we're going on a show. 3rd and 3. Ain't off play on the ground. And we stop him just shy. Taller gets stopped short. I guess that was 4th and inches. Punt team on the field. And that's a deep boot. That is going to be a pin job in the 19. How we doing tonight, guys? How we doing? Go Mendoza, lock in. That aggressive block going because nothing happens without it. Slinger, nice play. Up the field for a nice chunk. Yeah, I just didn't go with that one in the interception column already. That's all I'm going to say about that. First down and 10 out of the big play. Mendoza, snap, Enby. Come out here. Come out here. I'll take you with me. I'll take your ankles too. 21 by Enby on rush 1. This is the first play we got him involved. That was gross. This dude can take some ankles, that is for sure. Still learning his use though. In the offense. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Still learning his use. I didn't really learn it much in CFP 25. Dime on the sideline. What a God. Tyler Morris, baby. He's cooking. Booth review, get the hell out of here. That's a catch and you know it. That is a catch and you know it, bro. He got his foot down. He don't know. I held that. He does his 3 for 4 already in the opening drive. 72 yards. Hand off. Enby. Ow. Smoked, but he gets 4. He's a senior, but he can still make plays. Good for a share here in the end zone. Or Morris, one of the two. Do I just throw a jump ball and just say prayer? No, I don't. Enby just casually losing 12 yards. I'm damn lucky he fell on that ball, though. Mendoza, why is your ball carrying absolute garbage, dude? We gotta talk about this for real. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw that up. There was no way you just came down with that. Tyler Morris with a touchdown. That was gross off the tip drill. Tip drill touchdown, Tyler Morris, and the Hoosiers take the lead. That was gross. And I don't know if anybody saw that. Nobody saw that. Damn it. Oh my God, that was insane. What a play. And what a score. 7-0. That was absolutely gross. Let's go. Level them real quick down to about 12. It's insane. Still don't get how that happened. But it did. I don't get how it happened, but I'm here for it, chat. That's the deal. Cool. Sorry, chat. I'm just trying to plug in my stuff or my Troy before it dies. Still don't get how that just happened, but I am here for it, dude. What freaking random nighttime thoughts right now. I've got the freaking Many Men song by 50 Cent stuck in my head. So if you hear me like humming or singing lyrics to that, that's probably why. I don't know why. It's just like one of those random songs that gets stuck in your head. You have no idea why. That's basically what is going on right now. So give me that. That's why. All right, back to the action. 7-0. We got a defensive stop to make. Gotta help the dogs up front. Make that blitz show. Nice. Devin Boykin. He's got 3 tackles already on the game. In the first 40?
You gotta have that defense you know you can
flying up there.
In running situations.
Come on, baby.
Defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start.
Lock in 2nd and 9.
Stuff it up front. My guys play big.
We hand off probably right side here. Oh boy. I was lucky we had a corner blitz again because that was probably not going to be good enough.
Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's lock in here. 3rd and 8, big stop here. Crowd is into it. Childs, deep ball, thrown, knocked away. Good stop. And that'll be a third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming.
Big stop for the defense there. We needed Alvin Bailey. 4th and 8. Ball is punted away. They're gonna block.
Nice execution by this defense.
Or just don't. Just let him run right by you. Okay. How we doing, Jet? Scored a crazy first touchdown last time. Let's keep it going here. We're shared over the middle. There's a laser. Nice. And he got it. 2nd and inches, a little short of the line, but that's okay. Good PA read. Cooper stays over the middle here. Cooper Jr. stays wide open. The tight end, the big boy. He's got some wheels to the 5. Touchdown Hoosiers. What a play by Holden Stays. And he bruises his way into the score. That was nice. That one had me fired up. As much fired up as you could be at this time of night. Let's go, baby. 14 now. Hoosiers. That was just awesome. We're only like 4 minutes in, mind you. That's it. Let me just flatten him real quick. Come on, baby.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
It's just on me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire.
That bootleg, that went nowhere.
Able to make the connection, it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire.
Nice stop in the backfield. This defense is locked down today, boys. Holy shit. D'Angelo Pons, the big boy. I remember how good D'Angelo Pons was back in 25. He was just absolutely gross. Giles looking middle, finds a man, gets a spin move, and he's going to get knocked down at the 36-yard line. R. Kelly had 2 gross spin moves, but did not go anywhere. Okay. Push him backwards. I somehow pushed him back far enough.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
It's in my play. Level him. Jeez. Hey, get there. 3rd and 5. That's Tyler there. 3rd and 5. I'm going to read up here. Make a play on Giles. No. I was right there. No. Don't let him score. Oh, for frick me. We just let him get in field range. That was purely my bad. Fudge my line, bro. That is depressing. 1st and goal. I'm going to go back to the ground here. Never mind. Yeah. That's touchdown Spartans. That was abysmal defense. My God. That was bad. That was bad. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense.
Ready to try the point after.
I don't know what I'm saying. I've got 57 of them on tonight, apparently. I don't know. 14-7. Hey, pretty sure this team did score a tip-toe touchdown. Just saying. 14-7 kicks away. We got a chance here. Nope, never mind. We're going to get tackled at the 15. Jeez. Wisconsin beating number 5 Ohio State. What the heck? What the heck? How is that overrated? Nice throw. And of course I didn't even jump for the ball, and that's going to be a pick 6. What are we doing? I'm trying not to freak out too much because it's late, but I'm sorry. What were we doing there? Poor Mendoza. He's going to get taken out of Heisman because of how many picks he has. He's going to literally have... I'm being honest when I say this. He's literally going to have, like, the most pick 6s, but he's going to lead the circuit in every other stat. It's just how it's going to be.
On the move from inside his 5.
And I take that up to about the 20-yard line. Let's walk in here. Let's go, Hoosiers. Just like that, it's a tie game once again. Ooh, Sherritt just roasted his man off the line. Got him on a seam burner. Go! And you have the 29. That was nice. That was nice. All right, let's not throw a pick the rest of the game, please. At least try not to.
Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, gotta get that fixed.
Okay. And be on the run. That's gonna be a hard fought 5 yards. Roll the slip screen here. Little slip screen run that. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Come on, hit me. He cut wrong on the screen. That was not what I was trying to do. Those blocks. Instead of I was wanting. More steep. End zone. Seam, what a dart. Tyler Morris gets in for the score. And we take the lead. That was absolutely huge.
Just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got
that's huge, dude.
all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given
Hammered. Absolutely smoked them. Nice hit. This game ain't running anywhere. Tyler. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Lock and load. Reload your gun, boys. Nice play. Also, one on the run. 3rd and 10. Spartan looking for something. 3rd and long. It's like practically 3rd and normal distance. Childs. Completion. Short Devon Boykin right there. Do. Lock in here. That's sketchy. Just run play.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead.
Henry gets the catch out and the completion not right. He's going to get enough for the first down. Nice play. I thought I found him last minute there because I was running out of room. I was trying to make a play. Henry. Hey, baby.
This quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Completion.
Got it set up on the outside.
Cut outside. And get about 6. Okay. Focused up here. They're locked and loaded. Henry. I'm going. You're fine, buddy. Nice play there. 46-yarder.
He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Oh, that was bombed, but just right.
Good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, no.
He has the first and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. That was about as exciting a first quarter
41 to 14.
Numbers aren't impressive as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period, first down here.
First and 10, second quarter underway. Who we got? Way to read that check down, boys. We ain't fooled that one.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback.
Springs just made a nice playing ball, man.
Wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many
Nice stop, Fisher. Come on. He was all over that QB. That's his power, man. That's his ability.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots.
You
read the quarterback's eyes.
Nice hit. Let's go. Defense ramping up the intensity a little bit here. I think also this is going to be our sort of our last game of the stream, because I wasn't planning to stream for long tonight, but we'll see how it gets. First and 10, 7:21 to go. Got him in the middle. He's playing Mendoza. Let's go. He recovered well after throwing those 2 picks, I'd say. Those have been his 2 incompletions, honestly. 2 interceptions. I mean, other than that, he's looked frisky. Look good. Hand off. NB. Bounces off. One Darius. Doug Dunning is hurt. For who? Sorry, that just popped in my head there. But, for Morris. Got him on the check down. Enby. Means our safety valve. He's going to bounce forward to the 31. Lamont Enby. Making it work for Indiana. Former Terrapin. Making it work for the Hoosiers. Handoff Mendoza. Read option. He's going to take about 2. Change the record. So, interesting.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play.
Injury for MSU. Yeah, I'm going to call this last game of the stream. Even though we only played 2 games. Go up shot. Deep ball. Oh, was it another tip drill? I'm electric if they had 2 in the same game. Geez, that was how we scored the first touchdown. Look for Morris. Deep shot. He's there. Comebacker. He's down to the 2. And off Enby. He's in there. Touchdown, Indiana. Hoosiers. Ramon Enby making it work. Let's kick something good. He absolutely looked at.
Week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
From inside the 15, here comes the
Hammered him.
return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap in this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll try the right side. He's going to
Not right there, man.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he's been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Screen pass. Oh, Jesus. What was that pursuit angle by all 3 of us there? Bonds chases him down. What was that? He just allowed the man run for like a 52-yarder. Alright, we gotta lock in. That's it. Back a little bit, and we get about 2nd and 9 there on the play.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense?
It's a lock in here. 2nd and 9. Going over the middle. Complete, and he's gonna get hit. Popped him immediately.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
He's gonna get forward. Touchdown, Spartans.
Touchdown, Michigan State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt.
Kick is up and good. 28-21. I'm actually going to go no comments the rest of the game, so enjoy the game, guys, and subscribe.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They unleashed an aerial assault. Last time that took him right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Hoosiers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Safe completion on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
On the run, it's Hemby. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They'll try to pound their way in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State.
The ball is free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance to...
That was a big fumble. Holy crap. Didn't see that coming. Keelan Wyatt with a fumble recovery there. Nice hit.
Last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?